Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you it's gonna be for one last review for the night, and then I'll be doing the Quest album review tomorrow, which this is actually gonna be for, well, I guess you know what it's gonna be for JoJo's new album, I guess it's called an album. I'm gonna call it an album because it kept saying on Wikipedia that it was a studio album, so I'm just gonna go by album review for this review or whatever. This is for trying not to think about it that I just got done listening to for this 32-minute uh, album, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, overall, what did I think of this album? It has its strong moments, but then when the other filler songs come in, it tends to die down into being just regular basic R&B songs that don't sound bad but could use a lot of work. I think there's one interlude that really turned me off for being a really good interlude, which was Sugar and Carbs interlude. Fucking hated that. I did not like it. I was like, for 21 seconds, this is the cringiness we get? At least it's 21 seconds, so that's a good thing. But I was not liking that 21 seconds of track number 8 on this Trying Not to Think About It album. But World of Sunshine intro was really good. Anxiety, Berlinda's theme was very good too. So was Dissolve. I quite enjoyed that. Good Enough interlude was pretty good. Bringing It Down, also known as Bid. Um, Not sure if I like it as much right now, but maybe in time it may grow on me, and I might give it a different rating. But Spiral Season's another least favorite. Oh, sorry, I'm getting really tired, so I almost thought I was gonna crash before doing this review, so uh, I'm just like tired, so please forgive me on my yawning. Feel Alright was a really good one. Fresh New Sheets, which I think it implies what we know what it is, which is sex. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, I don't cringe at the fact of that as much anymore, but yeah, it it's a typical thing for R&B artists to talk about. So it's part of their style that they go for. Most R&B artists sing about it a lot. Uh, but Nicki's Sound Bath interlude was a better interlude than Sugar and Carbs. It's just the way Sugar and Carbs was executed for the first 20, for the whole 21 seconds, which I'm glad it's only 21 seconds and it's just a short interlude. Because if I heard much more of it, I would be face palming my head so much in disbelief. Like, why the fuck did I listen to this song? Because it's still a bad interlude, even for what it went for. And that's just my opinion. Um, Pretty much, worst I assume was a better track. It was not a bad track, just it's the second to last song before you get to the final song, which is Lift. And Lift was a really good way to end the album. So this album didn't do bad, but it could have used a little more work. And Sugar and Carbs could have been tweaked a bit more into a little bit lengthier of a interlude to make up for the 21 seconds of bullshit that I just heard from this song with sugar and carbs, blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna eat cookies in bed, and I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do? Which I know that the song is called Sugar and Carbs for that particular reason. But for real though, it's a bunch of filler and cringiness in that song. In that short interlude of a song. It's Spiral Season is another song that I didn't hate so much. I liked some of the beat. So yeah, but I'd still give it a 4.5 out of 5 for right now. I don't know if it'll grow on me or not, but yeah, for mixing, production, and execution wise, I think this album hit good notes and had some iffy notes, meaning it has its good times listening to it and its iffy times. And when you continue and progress through the album for the 32 minutes and 50 seconds of the album, I believe, is the runtime for it, it tends to drag at certain areas in the album, but it picks itself back up towards the end, and that's what I appreciate. So overall, I think JoJo's new album, Trying Not to Think About It, the R&B artist's new album, was decent. Not my personal favorite, to be honest, and that's just my opinion. I know everyone else is going to have a different opinion about what they think of this album and all that, but it's not my personal favorite this year. But it will be on my decent to good albums. It'll probably be at a decent spot somewhere at the upper list of the decent to good albums of 2021. But for a score, I'm going to give JoJo's new album, Trying Not to Think About It, a 7 out of 10. The reason why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 is because of the Sugar and Carbs interlude. And that one was not that good. If she added different lyrics to it and didn't make it sound so cringy, then yeah, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But it's just one of those songs, I guess, that's a filler and doesn't execute very well. So I guess it was on the cut for the album. But anyways, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of this JoJo new album, Trying Not to Think About It, if you've heard it. I guess I'm going to call it an album review. I thought it was an EP for the longest time, but I guess it's not. And I'm just like, well, make a decision kind of shit. I don't know. I think it's her record company that can't make a decision, or they're being very indecisive on if it's an album or if it's an EP. So like, oh, we don't know for sure. So I'm like, well, make a fucking decision, man. But if you did enjoy this album review I made for you guys for Trying Not to Think About It, the JoJo album, which I'm gonna call it an album, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for the Yes album, The Quest, in the morning. I gotta listen to 61 minutes of that album first before reviewing it. And then you'll see the review sometime, probably late morning, I think. I gotta see if I get up early, of course. Because I might have to, which is gonna suck. But I just wanted to return to you for this review, and sorry for my yawning again. It's just, about ready to go to bed pretty soon, so I'm gonna wrap this video up by saying thank you so much for watching the JoJo Trying Not to Think About It album review. I hope you found it to be enjoyable. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, take care, have a great rest of your night, and happy Friday night. It's now Friday, of course. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.